Many a genius has been slow of growth. Oaks that flourish for 1,000 years do not spring up into beauty like a reed. Geniuses in the world are undervalued and underutilized. Genius is one who can do anything except make a living. The true genius shudders at incompleteness. It takes a lot of time to be a genius. You have to sit around so much doing nothing, really doing nothing. No great mind has ever existed without a touch of madness. The difference between insanity and genius is measured only by success and failure. How near are genius and madness? Men imprison them and chain them, or raise statues to them. Men have called me mad. But the question is not yet settled whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence. The genius is a man who knows everything without having learned it. The fine line between genius and insanity. I have erased this line. Mediocrity knows nothing higher than itself. But talent instantly recognizes genius. When a great genius appears in the world, you may know him by this sign, that the dunces are all in confederacy against him. We all have genius within us, never doubt that fact. Genius always gives its best at first, prudence at last. Doing easily what others find difficult is talent. Doing what is impossible for talent is genius. Genius is talent set on fire by courage. Every great genius has an admixture of madness. One of the strongest characteristics of genius is the power of lighting its own fire. True genius resides in the capacity for evaluation of uncertain, hazardous, and conflicting information. I can't tell you if genius is hereditary, because heaven has granted me no offspring. Any fool can make something complicated. It takes a genius to make it simple. Great minds are related to the brief span of time during which they live, as great buildings are to a little square in which they stand. You cannot see them in all their magnitude, because you are standing too close to them. Genius is nothing but a greater aptitude for patience. The most tragic thing in the world is a man of genius who is not a man of honor. I don't want to be a genius. I have enough problems just trying to be a man. Success is more a function of consistent common sense than it is of genius. In a completely sane world, madness is the only freedom. Genius hath electric power, which the earth can never tame. I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. If you think you can or can't, you're right. Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. Results. Why, man, I have gotten a lot of results. I know several thousand things that won't work. What we learn with pleasure we never forget. If you expect the world to be fair with you because you are fair, you're fooling yourself. That's like expecting the lion not to eat you because you didn't eat him. A genius in the wrong position could look like a fool. We know that the nature of genius is to provide idiots with ideas 20 years later. Genius does what it must, and talent does what it can. This is the nature of genius, to be able to grasp the knowable even when no one else recognizes that it is present. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. In following the strong bent of his genius, he was self-assured that he should create the taste by which he is to be enjoyed. Everyone is a genius at least once a year. A real genius has his original ideas closer together. When authority is total, so too is the madness of the man who declares it, and the potential for abuse of power. A genius is the man in whom you are least likely to find the power of attending to anything insipid or distasteful in itself. Never argue with stupid people, they all drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Add your opinion in the comments and don't forget like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.